Morning. It's George Heller, West 80 South Poles. It's Saturday morning. It's January 14th, I think. Yeah. Is that right, Violet? January 14th. That's Violet. It's our female guardian dog. She had a little trouble staying inside the fence last spring. And so she's kind of been at home inside the woven wire now for a little while. But now she seems to be staying in now. She's doing pretty good inside the high tensile wire. So she's a good girl. Yeah, she's doing a good job. But yeah, we're out here been unrolling hay out here on this area. Been working our way. What we've been doing is we got a water point, I don't know, somewhere over here, kinda. I think, yeah, yep. Yeah, where those two dead trees are leaning. There's a water point over there, and so what we've been doing is we started closer to the water point, and now we've been working our way back away from that. And what we've been doing is unrolling the hay and in strips here. This is kind of the same way we strip graze it too. We set our poly braid in this same direction here, and run it in little strips. So what we've been doing, we've just been laying it down in strips, and then what they do is they come in like this, and they just kind of graze it as, I don't know, kind of like it's just grass, but it's not. It's just hay on top of the snow. They come through, and they clean it up, and then they put their deposit in the bank, into the soil bank. And so they've stomped a bunch of hay into the ground here, and they've manured it real well. A lot of sheep manure, a lot of cow pats. So what's going to happen here in the spring when the soil warms up is this is going to be all food for the microbes and the earthworms. And then they'll be able to cycle that and then create better soil for the grasses to grow in. And then when the soil gets better, the grass will get better. And then when the grass gets better, the grazing will get better. When the grazing gets better, the animal performance will get better. So it's kind of all, all tied together. You gotta manage it accordingly to keep it all going. But so what we got here is we got a mostly Katahdin hair sheep. I couldn't tell you what any other breed is that's in here. Looks like there's some black belly in here, or something like that, something with those colorings. That sheep's got them. I get a couple like that. There's another one across the way with those same markings. They're pretty hardy. I've had started with 9 original Katahdin hair sheep, and then we've had 2 lambing seasons with them. We do have a couple wolves in here that's one of the wolves' lambs looking right at us right there, pretty sure. We had them, they were bottle lambs. Bottle lambs, I seen a comment asking what bottle lambs were. Bottle lambs are lambs that are born and the mothers don't accept them, or they don't take on nursing on the mothers. So what happens is some farmers bottle feed them themselves, and then some farmers just sell them to people that go ahead and bottle feed them and raise them up and then sell them for feeders later. A feeder is a lamb that you're just feeding to get fat for meat to eat. So, but we got some bottle lambs I think it's almost 4 years ago. I think it's 4 years ago now. That's kind of a something to do with the kids and kind of get into animals a little bit, because we don't really have any. We had some chickens before, but we haven't ever really had livestock at all. So we've had livestock now, so probably like 4 years counting those little lambs. Yeah, so we haven't been at it too long, but had some good guidance along the way, so that really helps a lot. But what's going on here is we're gonna be lambing out in late May, early June. We just put the rams in on the 2nd of January, and so it'll be coming up on 2 weeks on Monday they've been in here. And we're gonna be selling some ewe lambs. We'll be selling ewe lambs this year. Finally got the flock up. Not finally, I guess, but we got the flock up around 50 ewes. And there's the sheep that lost 1 foot. She's only got 3 feet. She's making away. I've been keeping an eye on her, and she's been keeping body condition on, so I just keep a close eye on her and make sure she's not doing poorly. She's doing all right. I lost track of what I was talking about. But yeah, we'll be selling ewe lambs and ram lambs next fall, probably in late August, early September, somewhere in there. We got about 50 ewes out here now. So that's kind of what we're trying to do there. We're going to be just kind of selling seed stock for hair sheep. We do save some back. We make some wethers and save some of them back for our freezer, because we enjoy eating lamb. It's delicious. And we're running multi-species here. It's pretty advantageous because there's a lot of things that the cattle won't eat, but the sheep will just gobble it right up. And that really is complimenting, because that helps get the pastures more evenly grazed. And when you more evenly graze your pastures, the more desirable plants, the more palatable grasses, they seem to do a little bit better, because they're not getting overcrowded by the less desirable. Sorry, finger in the way. I'll go on this side here. Getting a little bit windy out here. Getting a little bit further away from the trees, and we got a southeast wind today, and so that's kind of making it a little bit breezy out here. But yeah, so, and then yeah, in the future we'll be trying to sell some South Pole seed stock as well. That's kind of the plan. But back to this fertility spreading. I mean, we've got a really poor bunch of soil here. It's all full of thistles, and so what we're trying to do is we're just going to try to boost that fertility up and get some things happening in the soil to try to get more grass growing, because this doesn't grow hardly any grass in the summertime. It's pretty tough. Why South Pole? Why South Pole in Minnesota? Why do that? Well, so half their breed's made up of Red Angus and Hereford, so those are 2 breeds that just don't get bothered really by the cold too much. So I knew there would be some sort of ability to handle that. A lot of it is grass efficiency, the efficiency of these animals. this breed really can do it. They just they can make a living out here on this cruddy stuff, because that's what we've got. We got sand, and we don't have that great of forage. The British Whites, they hold their own as well, but I mean, just look at this body condition on this heifer here. She's just plump. And so I chose them because I thought they'd be desirable for resale, and B, well, A, really because of the efficiency. That's the main thing. B, because of the resale. And C, their docility. They're just so docile. They're really, really nice. And they don't get all spooky and all that. So, but no, they're taking to it real well. They're performing very well. This cow here, she's impressive. This is her bull calf right here in front of her. She's a really good cow. She's made it. This is her second winter up here, and that's her heifer right here. This is her 21 heifer, and she's a really nice looking animal. But kind of rambling on. But what I want to say is the South Pole breed, I wanted to bring them up here and kind of develop a longer haired breed to, get an animal up here that is grass efficient and can do it all on grass, and you don't have to wean and all that stuff because that's all cost. That's all out of your bottom line, all that stuff you have to do. And if you can have something that can just take a calf and make a calf through the winter on just hay or stockpile, if we could get to it, or if we had any, they're your money ahead. These cattle don't get any grain or anything like that. You just move them daily and keep their body condition up, and they reward you. So, but yeah, so, but just leave a quick one. I don't know, let me know what you think. But quick panoramic here. Sun's coming up over there. We're gonna keep going out here feeding hay out that direction. We got a little ways to go, and then when we're done there, we're gonna switch over to that side over by between the road and here, and unroll a bunch of hay out there. So, but well, with that, everybody have a good day, great weekend. See ya.